Good morning, everybody. Remember a couple of weeks ago when the groundhog said we had 6 more weeks of winter? He was right, but I believe he was insufficiently specific. He failed to mention that the rest of this winter would be relentlessly and unacceptably snowy and horrible.
It has been brutal. Yes. Airports across the country virtually at a standstill, with so many couples trying to get away for a Valentine's weekend. But you know, there are some people making the best of it. One romantic couple in Virginia made this snow hard for Valentine's Day. And look at this shot of Snowbank against New York's famous skyline. And of course, there's Central Park glistening as well. It looks so beautiful in the pictures just when you're out there.
Yeah, hopping over slush to get there is less amusing. On the wild side, this guy is snowboarding down the street.
Wow.
It looks like a don't try that at home.
Try that at home.
We used to call this skitching back in the day. He's attached to the back of a car. I never did it, of course. Despite the fun and the beauty, which I will only grudgingly admit, many of us are ready for this thing to end. In fact, we started a countdown clock. There it is, right there.
Right
32
there.
days until spring.
32 long days, just over a month to go, and now, well, there's a fresh blizzard on the way. It comes as tens of millions of Americans are digging out of this week's nor'easter. And ABC's Lindsay Janis is on the story from Central Park in a balmy New York City. It's what, 40 degrees out?
40 degrees, Bianna. No snow yet, but we're told it is on the way, and that's why the race is on to clear the existing ice and snow.
Between battering winter storms, this morning, nearly a third of the nation is cleaning up.
I hope you don't get no more.
And clearing out. Heavy snow causing roofs to cave in, leaving some homeless. The average home can withstand about 2 feet of snow before the roof becomes susceptible to collapse. Parts of the Northeast have gotten much more than that this week. As far south as North Carolina, police calling in tow trucks to save stranded motorists. This 7-year-old boy got lost in Tennessee and survived the night in freezing temperatures by cuddling his dog Coco for 14 hours.
I didn't keep running, the dog kept running.
Look at this truck. The large hole right in front of the driver's windshield was because of falling ice. And this may look like an explorer atop a mountain, but really it's workers clearing gigantic chunks of ice and snow from a Vermont airport runway. And this man taking advantage of the sloppy conditions in New York City, snowboarding down the streets. Much of the country was hit hard. The roads outside Philadelphia so slick, causing this 5-mile-long pileup. More than 100 cars, dozens injured.
Around that corner right there, and all of a sudden the sun is blinding, and I missed the car in front of me by that much.
And those drivers in Pennsylvania told us they were fooled by the sun and also by what looked like a clear road. In fact, it was a sheet of ice. A good reminder to stay cautious no matter how tired and frustrated we are all growing with this winter. Dan, 32 days. 32 days. I love that countdown clock.
That's right. Yes, we're going to put it up for the rest of the show. As we said, there are blizzard warnings up right now for parts of the Northeast. For more on this new storm, let's get it over to Bill Kelly, the bearer of bad news. He's the chief meteorologist for WSYX in Columbus, and we're very glad to have you with us this weekend.
Yeah, you know, isn't hope a wonderful thing? Talk about those the spring starting soon. That's good, but not today, guys. We have winter weather advisories posted all the way from North Carolina up into New England. And you mentioned that blizzard warning. Here it is. It's for eastern sections of Massachusetts there, where it's going to be blowing. The snow is going to be blinding. Here's the current radar. You folks in Washington, D.C., you're probably going to stay rain. Philly, a little snow. We're expecting a little bit of snow is in the New York area over the next couple of hours. But where it is going to affect the most of you is up here into New England. I mean, this storm is going to pack a punch. Let me run the timing by for you. Here's the morning time frame. We get into the afternoon. It pulls off into the ocean. And look at this. Look at all the snow that is going to be around in these areas. We're talking in some spots 6 to 12 inches of snow.